Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive. Today, we're diving into the world of cellular energy.
Ooh.
Like how our bodies take all that food we eat
Uh-huh.
and turn it into fuel.
Yes.
We've got this amazing YouTube video, Metabolism Made Easy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to help us understand. It's all about a molecule called acetyl CoA.
Acetyl CoA, yes.
You may have never heard of it, but
Right.
trust me, it's kind of a rock star in the whole energy production process.
It is. It is.
So it's like tracing the ingredients of our favorite dish,
yeah,
right?
I like that analogy.
We're going to see where acetyl CoA comes from. So
Oh.
what are its sources?
Yeah, that's a great way to think about it.
And kind of unpack how our bodies make energy from all sorts of different stuff.
Because it's not just from one thing.
Right,
It's
exactly.
from all sorts of different places.
It's pretty awesome.
Acetyl CoA is super central to metabolism. It's
Okay.
like the central hub
Oh, I see.
that everything kind of goes through.
Okay.
So, if you imagine it like Grand Central Station,
Grand Central Station.
all these trains are coming in from different places, right?
Uh-huh.
And acetyl CoA is kind of the station master.
It's directing the track.
It's directing everything.
Okay, wow.
It's just saying, okay, you go to the energy production pathway.
Yeah.
You go to this pathway.
Amazing.
It's really cool.
Okay, so this video lays out these four main sources,
Mm-hmm.
right, for acetyl CoA.
Yeah.
So the first one, I think most people are pretty familiar with, pyruvate.
Pyruvate.
That sounds familiar, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the,
Isn't that from like glucose or sugar?
yeah, so that's from the breakdown of carbohydrates.
Okay.
So like when you eat a bagel or pasta.
Yes. The carbs, yeah, your body breaks that down into glucose,
Right.
which is the simple sugar,
Mm-hmm.
and then that glucose is converted into pyruvate.
Uh-huh.
And that's the entry point
Okay.
to the acetyl CoA hub.
So that's like the classic energy pathway, right?
Exactly. That's the one we kind of all learn about. Yeah.
The basic one.
But what about when we're not just pounding carbs?
Yeah. What happens when you're not?
What else can our bodies use?
Exactly.
Give me the good stuff.
This is where it gets really cool.
Okay.
Because our bodies are so resourceful,
Okay.
they can actually use amino acids.
Or fuel?
Hold on. Amino acids, that's protein.
That's
right?
protein, exactly.
Whoa.
So when
Oh.
you're low on carbs, your body can actually break down protein.
Okay.
And certain amino acids can be converted to
Yeah.
acetyl CoA.
Mind-blowing. So the stuff that builds our muscles
Yes.
can also be burned for energy?
Exactly.
Okay, I'm starting to see how adaptable our bodies really are.
It's amazing,
It's
right?
right.
If you think about it, it's like this intricate web of pathways.
It's like a backup generator.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, we don't have this, let's use this.
That's so cool.
It's incredible.
Okay, so we've got carbs, we've got protein.
What's next?
All right, this one has a kind of a complicated name.
Okay.
It's called beta-oxidation of fatty acids.
Ooh, beta-oxidation.
Yeah, but don't let that scare you.
Okay, fatty acids, though, that's fat. Right?
That's fat.
Okay.
So this is how our bodies break down fat
Uh-huh.
to get energy.
So this is like the fat-burning pathway
Exactly.
that everyone's always talking about.
This is the one that gets a lot of attention.
Yeah.
With things like ketogenic diets and stuff where
Right.
you're really trying to push your body to use fat for fuel.
So when people talk about being in fat-burning mode,
Mm-hmm.
they're talking about beta-oxidation.
They're talking about this pathway that's producing acetyl CoA.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got carbs, we've got protein, we've got fat.
Mm-hmm.
Any other surprises in store for us?
There's one more, and it's a fun one.
Okay. Alcohol.
Wait, really? Alcohol can turn into energy.
Yeah.
Like, my Friday night glass of wine is actually fueling my cells.
It can contribute to acetyl CoA, yeah. How does that work?
So there's a two-step process.
Okay.
First, alcohol is converted into something called acetaldehyde.
Acetaldehyde.
And then that's converted into acetate.
Acetate.
And acetate can then become
Acetyl CoA.
acetyl CoA.
That's amazing. I never would have thought.
It's pretty cool, right?
It really is. So we've got these four main sources
Super main sources.
for this amazing molecule, acetyl CoA.
The central hub.
It's like a grand central station
Yeah.
for our cellular energy.
Exactly.
And it just highlights how incredibly adaptable our bodies are.
Yeah. And it makes you wonder, what happens next?
Right. We've seen where acetyl CoA comes from.
Right. Where does it go?
Where does it go? What does it do?
What does it do? How does it actually
Turn into energy.
turn into energy?
That's a great question.
Yeah. We've just looked at the ingredients.
Mhm.
Now we got to see how they're used.
Right. We got to get into the kitchen and see the chef in action.
Yeah.
So if you want to find out what happens next with our friend acetyl CoA, head over to YouTube and check out the full video, Metabolism Made Easy.
Great video.
It's really, really good
That
stuff.
explains it so well.
Thanks for joining us for another good dive. And keep those brains buzzing.